The following is a conversation between slalom executive Brian Turner and Paralympic snowboarder Mike Schultz in a Zoom format.
Hello, everyone. I'm so excited to be here with Monster Mike Schultz. My name is Brian Turner. I'm president of Slalom US Markets. I'm honored to be a part of Adaptive Spirit. We've been a silver sponsor for many years, and it just represents who we are, connecting in the community. As a firm, we are a business strategy technology consulting firm, and our whole goal is to help our clients and help people use technology to become more than they thought they could be. And you know, Mike, when I hear your story, I can't think of anybody that embodies that more. You've adapted, you've innovated, you've created so much for yourself and others in overcoming challenges. Maybe just start by grounding us a bit in the context of your story that brings us here today.
Thanks, Brian. Yeah, I'm pumped to be chatting here with you. Yeah, quick overview is, I was a pro snowcross racer and was injured in 2008 during a competition, which ultimately led to the amputation of my left leg. And I've got, a really competitive personality, and the other side is I love to be a problem solver, and I'm a shop guy. And so when my leg was amputated and I couldn't find the adaptive equipment that allowed me to work the way I wanted to, I went to the shop and started creating my own devices to get me back into action, which obviously helped me get back into my sports, but gave me a really positive focal point in a rough time in my life. And prosthetic equipment that I've developed has allowed me to continue being a professional level athlete, as well as helping out a lot of other amputees around the world for recreational sport, as well as competition at the highest level at the Paralympics. So it's a fun adventure. It's not stopping, it's not slowing down.
Slalom is a company that really lives its core values in a real way. We use them to guide us. One of the core values that has always really rung true with me, and I just kept hearing through your story, is take ownership and get it done, right? There's sort of this no victim mentality. What values do you really attribute to, do you consistently call on as you've taken on these challenges with such optimism and power?
I guess the base of it all is, I try and be productive all the time. And when I see a problem in front of me, like instead of sitting there getting upset with it or trying to rely on somebody else to fix it for me, I'm just like, you know what? This is in front of me. How do I fix it? And, the most complicated problems and issues start with one single step in the right direction and just keep moving forward. And just, once you've got an idea in mind, just never give up on it until you accomplish what you set out to.
Listening to your TED Talk, learned so much about you. If anybody hasn't seen that TED Talk, I would highly recommend going and seeing it. But you use the words adapt and opportunity. And, and I think of one of our big aspirations at Slalom is to give everyone the opportunity to love their work in life. You talk a little bit about what you mean by, adapt and opportunity.
Yeah, nothing has been more apparent since my amputation than those two words, adapt and opportunity, because in order to keep moving forward, you've got to learn how to adapt. And sometimes it's not always easy. Most of the time it's not easy. And sometimes you just got to take a leap of faith. And me being part of the Paralympic snowboard team is just that. I was never a snowboarder. And when I had the opportunity to compete on my snowboard for the first time, I got my butt kicked, and it was a steep learning curve. I was so used to being one of the best in the world in motorsports in snowcross. Eventually, the goal was to compete at the Paralympics, and I had to get in a lot of uncomfortable positions in order to achieve what I've achieved. And in 2018, I got the gold and silver, which never would have happened if I just said, you know what, I don't want to take a chance. I don't want to get in my out of my comfort zone.
I'd love to hear just a little more about BioAdapt. As a company, I've even noticed some of what you create, you give to your competitors. So tell me a little bit about BioAdapt and kind of the heart behind that.
I pride myself on high performance, innovative prosthetic equipment. As us adaptive athletes, the equipment we use definitely is able to bridge the gap of what's not possible to what is possible for us. I've got to wear two different hats. I've got to wear the Monster Mike, athlete hat, which doesn't want to help my competitors, but I've got to wear the business hat too, and understand the bigger picture. And that's what BioAdapt is really about: is creating equipment that allows us to push further. And at the Paralympic Games in 2018, athletes wearing BioAdapt equipment won a total of 11 medals in the snowboard program, which was, that was as big or bigger accomplishment to me as winning the gold myself. So it's really cool to be able to help others. That's really what life is all about.
When all said and done, you've accomplished so much. What you've enabled others to accomplish is going to hold a pretty special place in your heart. So impressive. All right, you ready for that speed round?
All right, I'm horrible at these, but
you've been all around the world with business, with athletics. Where's the best snow, and where's your favorite snow?
I guess Colorado. That's tough to beat, hands down. It's tough to beat.
Love it. Snowboarding, dirt bikes, or snowmobiles?
Oh, I got to go with dirt bikes. That's my true love.
Favorite superhero?
Iron Man.
Okay, I was about to say you got a little Stark in you. There's no question there.
Yeah, he's my favorite by far.
That one rings. All right, bigger honor. It's a little deeper. Carrying the flag for your team or carrying the flag for your country?
Carrying the flag for the country, yeah.
Right on. Having your team vote you in too to do that honor is pretty special. All right, bigger high. First time coming back on your bike on the prosthetic you invented, Olympic gold.
Oh, the Olympic gold is that's the top one on the list. There was so much emotion at that moment.
I'd imagine we've all lived it just a little bit when we watch y'all on those podiums. That's I can't even imagine. Out of all the challenges that you've dominated in your life, which one required the most optimism?
Being a parent.
I love it.
That's been the biggest challenge and the best reward.
That's perfect. Being a parent, it actually leads into the next question. If you could give one lesson, one sort of thing you want to partake on your daughter, to my sons, to those kids that are learning from your journey, what's the one thing that you would want them to take away from your journey that they could apply to theirs?
When you get knocked down, get back up, no matter how difficult it is. Because when you get knocked down, there's always something to learn to apply later. Makes you stronger. When you get beat up, it makes you stronger.
Mike, this has been amazing. I've been a part of Adaptive Spirit for a long time. Their connection in the community, what they do for us as a company. It's always a highlight of our year to be a part of this, but I got to say, hands down, the biggest highlight I've had. I look forward to meeting you in person at some point.
Thank you. Thanks, Brian. It is awesome chatting with you. And this is 7 years I've been on the U.S. team, and every year we always look forward to the Adaptive Spirit event and meeting all you guys. And what Adaptive Spirit does for us, Team USA athletes, is amazing. It allows us to truly be the best athletes we can be. So huge thumbs up to everybody at Adaptive Spirit. Thank you, Brian and Slalom, for being a supporter of it all. And have a great weekend. Yep. I'm off to Italy to go do some training or competition.
I'm jealous. I'm heading up the hill to ski, but it's no Italy. Hey, have a great one.
All right. Thanks, guys.